Good morning, friends. Today is Wednesday, May 20th, and we are going to do a little bit of a math review today. Are you ready? Okay, friends, for our math review today, you are going to need both of your summer learning packets, something to count with, like the beads, some crayons, colored pencils. You can use markers, but they might bleed through the paper, so I recommend crayons or colored pencils, and then something that you can build your own pattern with. And I'm going to actually use our little math cubes. All right, friends, we are going to start with a counting review. So if you turn in your learning packets to our 10 frames, which is what these are, because remember there's 10 squares in each, we have different numbers written on the sides. So let's start with an easy one. Let's start with the number 4. So to count to the number 4, we need to put one of our counters in each square until we get to the number 4. So let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have the number 4 and we have 4 beads. 4 counters. Let's try a little harder number. Let's try the number 9. This time we would need to fill up how many blocks, friends? 9 blocks. Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Notice we still have one empty block because remember, friends, these are 10 frames and it has 10 squares, and 9 is one less than 10. And it's the similar idea over here. Let me just move this guy out of the way. But you'll notice for each of these numbers, you have 2 10 frames. That's because our numbers are bigger than the number 10. So we wouldn't be able to fit it all in on just one 10 frame. So let's try one of these bigger numbers. What about the number 19? Well, let's count it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And again, we have one empty block because if we put 2 of our 10 frames together, we actually get the number 20 because 10 plus 10 is 20. And 19 is one less than 20 because remember, friends, we said that 9 was one less than 10. There's lots of patterns in math. You just have to keep your eyes open for them. Now, are you ready to do some pattern work? All right, friends, you have 2 different pattern pages in your learning packets. You have this one, which we've done a lot of these in class. You cut out the pictures at the bottom and you glue them in the right spot to complete each pattern. And you can color the pictures too if you would like. So for example, up here we have penny, penny, liberty. Penny, penny, liberty. What would be the next one? A penny. And what comes after 1 penny? A second penny. So you would have to use the 2 pennies that you see down here. Can you finish the rest of this pattern? For this one, friends, you are going to make your own patterns. So let's review what a pattern is and how we make it. And this is where I'm going to use our math cubes. So a pattern is a sequence that repeats itself. And a sequence, for this, I'm just going to do yellow, purple, blue. or pink, purple, blue. So this is my sequence, pink, purple, blue. But in order to make it a pattern, I'd have to have this sequence of pink, purple, blue repeat itself. So I would need to add another pink, another purple, and another blue. So pink, purple, blue, and then we can add another one. Pink, purple, blue. So there we have our pattern. One on its own is a sequence, but if he repeats himself, it becomes a pattern. So let's try with our ice cream cones. And this is where you're gonna wanna use your crayons or your colored pencils. And I suggest starting at the bottom and making a sequence of 2 or 3 colors, just to make it easy for your first one. So I'm gonna do a purple ice cream. And then I'm gonna set that color aside so I remember I used it. I'm gonna do an orangey red ice cream. And I'm gonna do a green ice cream. So there's my sequence, friends. Now remember, how do we turn this sequence of purple, orange, green into a pattern? We have to repeat. So our first color was purple. Then came orange. And the last one was green. And then we have to do it again. So the first one again was purple. Then orange. And then last was green. And look, we made our own pattern. Do you think you can create your own patterns for the rest of the ice creams? Okay friends, I have one more math review to do with you today. We are going to review some of our shapes. So in the back of one of your learning packets, you will find 2 pages that look like this. On the left-hand side will be a different shape, and then on the right side is a blank space. And what you are to do for each of these is draw the correct shape, the matching shape in the empty space. So up here we have an oval. So right next to it, we would need to draw another oval. So I'm gonna do that with a blue crayon. How about this one? This shape is a rectangle. So next to it, we would need to draw a rectangle. And remember friends, our rectangles have 2 long sides across from each other and then 2 short sides across from each other. Unlike our square down here, I'm gonna get a different color for our square. Our square has 4 sides that are all the same size. How about this guy? If he has 3 sides, 1, 2, 3, what shape is he? He's a triangle. So one side down, one side down. If we stop there, he looks like an upside down V or the beginning of an uppercase A. But we're gonna add a line down here at the bottom to make it into a triangle. Over here we have a circle. Then we have this guy who has 4 sides like your rectangle and your square, but you'll notice the top is shorter than the bottom, but these 2 sides are the same length. This, friends, if you remember, is called a trapezoid. Then we have our rhombus or diamond. And then we have to count the sides for this guy. Can you count the sides with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So remember, if he has 8 sides, he's an octagon. And then if you flip over to the next page, there's even more shapes for you to try. So again, we have our oval, we have our rectangle, we have our triangle, we have our square, we have our circle, we have our heart, we have our diamond or rhombus, and this one looks like the moon. This is called a crescent. I can't wait to see how you guys do on your math review at home, and remember, it's all about the practice. Friends, I hope you had fun with our math review. Don't forget to keep practicing because that is the best way for it to really stick in your heads. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.